welcoming the Acting Secretary of the Department of Information and Communications Technology, Secretary Eliseo Rio Jr.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Irene Belmonte, Councilor, 4th District of Quezon City, who is now representing her sister, Mayor-elect Joy Belmonte. Of course, Chairman George Quintanar of the CIO Forum Foundation, President Elizabeth Yap, CIO Forum, Undersecretary Dennis Villorente of the DICT. Ladies and gentlemen, our partners in the industry, fellow government workers, good morning. We promised Mayor Belmonte, both the father and the daughter, that we will make Quezon City the model of an intelligent city. In the ICT, we are supposed to be telco neutral, no? So we do not call it smart city. Globe might not like it. And then we will have a third telco, Ms. Latel. So we will stick to intelligent city to refer to what other people call smart city, no? But this intelligent city will have all the advantages and benefits of what technology has to offer. We are now facing the 4th industrial revolution, no? Ito yung age of information. During our time, it was the age of power, no? Steam engine. Yun ang nagbibigay ng fuel sa ating economy, no? Then it was taken over by the age of information, which we are now today. Now, what do we expect in this 4th revolutionary revolution? No? We heard the President say that by the end of this year, travel time from Cubao, Quezon City, to Makati will be done in 5 minutes, no? By the end of this year. Well, some say na mathematically impossibly done because the distance between Cubao, the intersection of EDSA and Aurora, and intersection of EDSA and Makati Avenue is around 12 kilometers. No? To be able to get that in 5 minutes, you have to travel 120 kilometers per hour. And yung speed limit ng EDSA is 60 kilometers per hour. No? But we can do it through ICT. No? In other words, we can have meetings virtually instead of meeting each other person to person. In fact, we can do more by avoiding the time wasted in traffic, avoiding gasoline and things, by having a very, very productive meeting through teleconferencing. And that is what Quezon City is preparing about. They have now a loop of fiber optics. It is now a fiber optic connected city. And connect this to the other city like Makati, and then we can actually travel virtually anywhere in the Philippines in less than 5 minutes. 5 minutes is the time to set up the teleconferencing studio. No? Well, the department, of course, is trying to come up with the infrastructure we badly needed to improve to facilitate the provision of telecommunication services. No? For example, we have the lowest tower density in the region. No? We have only about 17, roughly now about 19,000 towers. And if you compare that with Vietnam, and we were 5 years ahead of Vietnam in rolling out our 2G network, 1995, Vietnam now has 70,000 against our 19,000. So we have a lot of catching up to do. To solve that, we called in a number of tower companies whose only job, their business model, is to put up towers, freeing the telcos of that capital outlay cost, and lease it out to the telcos, and operate and maintain those towers. So the telcos now will just rent out these towers and come up with the operational expenses rather than have a big capex. No? Our telcos right now spend about 40% of their capex on cell sites. And towers, cell sites, do not earn the telcos any income. It is only when they put the radios on those towers that they begin earning revenues. No? So why do they have to put up the towers when somebody can do it for them and they simply rent it out? Of course, the importance of ICT in solving most of our problems, especially traffic, can be seen if we have the infrastructure and the content, no? The application that will provide our citizens in beating the traffic. For example, one main cause of traffic, in fact 20% cause of the traffic here in Metro Manila, is cars spend time, valuable time in looking for parking space. No? In other words, your destination is not your office, it is not the restaurant, it is not the theater. Your destination is the nearest parking lot to your final destination. And this can be solved, and it will in fact earn our municipalities here in Metro Manila if they can allocate their vacant lots, no, for parking lots, and then have a shuttle to bring the customers to the nearest, maybe less than 1 kilometer, to their final destination. This is a business model that will be very important for our municipalities and in fact to our citizens. We have delved into the massive potential of ICT in governance, business operations, education, health, and its capacities in other fields. We have seen how data science is making way for new opportunities in a data-driven industry. Data afford us valuable insights in policy needs and how to address them. The backbone needed for a data-driven industry and economy requires the build-up of ICT infrastructure, interventions as a vital utility service accessible to all. We have examined how we can maximize ICT as a means of service delivery through e-governance, and seeing ICT differently, we will mobilize ICT trends to develop better solutions in public administration. We have explored the risks posed by ICT, and we recognize our vulnerability to these risks. The digital world is rife with cybersecurity and data privacy threats. As such, we have set countermeasures in place. We are aiming to train people to be digitally versatile, to be smart, to be globe, to be Miss Latel, users and consumers of technology, and to be advocates of a cyber-safe nation. Seeing ICT differently, we will improve our capacities to deal with the dangers of ICT through digital literacy. We have seen how technology is embedded in the human experience, in the workplace, in the schools, in the government, and even in recreational activities. We Filipinos are branded as heavy users of the internet and social media. And by taking advantage of our digital identities, we can redirect our interests into more concrete and actionable takeaways. Seeing ICT differently, we will reshape how Filipinos view ICT in its implication to the human experience. As we conclude this month, we are now in the last week of June. Our mission is just beginning. The embers of discussions we have sparked on seeing ICT differently will burn steadily in the minds of the Filipino people that we have reached. We in turn will fan the flames to encourage further discourse. Even as the National ICT Month of 2019 comes to a close, technology will continue to progress and we will move forward, fast forward in our conversion to a digital society. Thank you po and mabuhay sa atin lahat.
Thank you so much, Secretary Rio. May we request the Secretary to please stay on stage while we call CIOF Foundation Chairman George Quintanar and CIOF President ASEC Elizabeth Yap to present the token of appreciation.